Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Well, thanks for joining us. You're watching KSLA News Now. I'm Jeff Horchak. We are now officially out of our series of first alert weather days, but the Arklatex is still feeling some of the effects of the massive storm that hit us. Another person has died because of the weekend winter storm and freezing temperatures that we've seen over the past few days. The latest death confirmed by the LDH was a 65-year-old man in Jackson Parish. However, the total number of winter storm related deaths in Louisiana still stands at 8. Now, the health department says the death of a 62-year-old man in Sabine Parish that they reported on yesterday was actually not related to the winter weather. Well, here's a look at the cause of death for the victims so far. According to the Louisiana Department of Health, 4 of the deaths are blamed on hypothermia, while another death is suspected of being hypothermia. 1 victim actually died in a traffic accident, and 1 died by carbon monoxide poisoning, another by hypoxia when her oxygen machine lost power.
I've been told it's an act of God, but I feel neglected only because...
Well, multiple cars were damaged, including Kathleen Taylor's over in Texarkana when ice fell from the lofts at the Crim in downtown Texarkana overnight. Now, Kathleen told us that she had been driving the roads for days with no problem, but was surprised when she came out and saw her car severely damaged, as you see here. She said that this would be, she hopes this is a warning for others as the ice continues to melt.
To the public, if you are in any area where there are tall buildings, it would be to your best interest to make sure that you remove your car from any damage that could be caused by the falling of the snow or ice.
Sport Tram buses are up and running again, but on a limited schedule until the road conditions completely improve. As of now, Sport Tram is running its Sunday service schedule. We're told the agency will resume service gradually, and riders are asked to go to the Sport Tram website to see the routes on that Sunday schedule or use the Sport Tram app for real-time updates. In your crime tracker tonight, Shreveport police say that a man was gunned down on Clayton Street and killed. It happened around 8:30 last night. Police tell us they got a call about gunshots being heard in the neighborhood, and when officers arrived on scene, they found the victim had been shot numerous times. Police have not said anything about a possible suspect, but the Caddo Coroner's Office did identify the man as Morris Edwards. Well, a fire swept through a Keithville home early this morning. The Caddo Fire Districts got a chance to go out to Majestic Road just before 1:30 a.m., and the first crews that were on the scene saw heavy flames burning in 2 of the home's rooms. Fortunately, they were able to knock out the blaze pretty quick before it spread to the rest of the home. Crews say the family was using a hot plate, which is like a small stove, to warm the home when it caught some bedding on fire. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Well, as this ice continues to melt around the region, local business owners are opening their stores back up to their regular hours. While some small businesses had no choice but to close their doors during the storm, others made it their mission to stay open. Now, Corks and Cuts is one of the stores that kept their doors open throughout the entirety of the storm, only closing basically for about a day or so during the gist of the storm. A popular liquor and meat shop in Ellerby neighborhood, residents in the Ellerby neighborhood and residents use that store actually to stock up before the storm. Now, Derek and Candace Amadon say it's a responsibility to stay open for the community, not only to be a resource for locals, but also to continue to make that money. Although taking a day off didn't hurt their profits, weather emergencies like the ice storm can really hurt small businesses.
I think it's always in the back of your mind, because no matter what, bills still got to get paid. As a small business owner, that's something that you always have to deal with, because if you're not open, you're not making money.
Now, he says they're back to regular hours. We'll have more coming up tonight at 10 from a Bossier City bakery about why they closed during the storm and how they plan to bounce back.
Yeah, we got a nice little warming trend on the way over the next 24 hours, but then another big cold front is going to send our temperatures plummeting again by the weekend. I'll have the details next.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, let's take a look at your weather headlines, starting with the potential for some dense fog tonight. Could see some of that around the area, so that could cause some issues, and it could be some freezing fog too. Also, any roadways that were wet earlier could refreeze overnight as the temperatures drop below freezing. Much needed warmth on the way, though, for your Thursday. We could be talking highs of potentially approaching 60 degrees here for tomorrow. That's going to feel pretty nice, but unfortunately, it's not going to last. We got another big cold front on the way this weekend, bringing another blast of cold air. It's going to be really, really cold around here as we head into Saturday. So here's a look at that. That cold front barrels its way southward as we head into actually tomorrow night. So the front itself moves in tomorrow night, but the cold air kind of lagging behind it by about a day or so. And then eventually that really cold air is going to start to arrive as we get into Friday night. Here's a look at our temperatures for tomorrow. We're out ahead of the cold front right here, so still warm with temps in the mid to upper 50s, even a few low 60s. But here comes the cold front on Friday, and notice temperatures all day long on Friday, likely stuck in the mid to upper 40s. Could be a few spots near 50 there on Friday. It's going to be breezy as well. Then that cold air really deepens as we head into Saturday morning, waking up to teens and low 20s. It's going to be a bitterly cold start to the weekend, and even with sunshine expected on Saturday, it's not going to be a warm day at all, with those temperatures struggling to reach the low to mid 30s all across the area. And your feels like temperatures, check this out. As we get into early Saturday morning, feels like temps could be near zero in the northern parts of the Arklatex and single digits elsewhere, so it is certainly going to get very, very cold once again. The good news is, though, there's no wintry precip associated with that next cold front. Here's a look at the forecast for the rest of tonight. Temperatures will continue to drop, so again, any roads that are still wet could refreeze. There could be some black ice on those roadways tomorrow morning, so keep that in mind. And again, allow for some extra time heading into work tomorrow morning. If you do have to head in, temperature starting off in the upper 20s. Also, there's going to be some areas of fog, which could reduce that visibility as well. So a couple of hazards to be aware of tomorrow morning. Morning fog giving way to a beautiful day, 54 degrees by lunchtime. We'll be looking at temperatures approaching 60, and with sunshine and a south breeze, I think it's a good possibility that we could actually hit 60 also in Shreveport and Bossier. And look at this, lots of areas tomorrow approaching 60, if not into the low 60s. Nacogdoches even mid 60s for you, 61 in Marshall. So it's really going to be a good day. We're going to be melting away a lot of what is left on the ground. 50 degrees for Friday as that cold front comes in. Then it gets really cold Friday night, 24. 34 on Saturday with an overnight low of 21. It's going to be a really cold weekend. 45 on Sunday, and then we jump back to the 60s, at least low 60s later next week.
I think it was a great sign to see all that sun and the thawing today. We made a lot of headway today.
Oh yeah, a lot of that melted today, and I think the rest of it's probably going to be gone by tomorrow.
Yeah, when you get to the 60s, you're gonna knock it all out.
I'm excited.
I am too. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here for our next newscast at 10. Until then, you can stay connected to everything you need to know in news, weather, and sports by just downloading the KSLA News 12 app. We'll see you at 10. Thanks for watching.